So let's take a couple of phone calls. Here's Wolf from Philadelphia. Yes, Wolfie.
Hey, morning, Howard. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey, I was curious to know, when J.D. was initially hired, who was the person that interviewed him, heard his verbal prowess, and decided this is the best candidate for the job?
I could be wrong, but I believe the way J.D. was hired, J.D. was an intern here, and then J.D. was particularly good at getting these clips together, and he sort of formed his own job. He started to take it on his own. Am I right, Gary?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, he actually used his head and was a self-starter.
That was maybe the only time he has ever has taken some initiative.
And I have to say, he's terrific at it. He really is.
He's really good and very proud of his job.
Takes it very seriously. He's here he starts like about 3 or 2 o'clock in the morning. No, 4 is late.
No, way earlier than that, Howard. He's been getting in, I think now he gets in about 10 o'clock at night.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I definitely understand that he's a very, very hard worker. I just wondered if there was an initial stage that he had to get by as far as the interview process, because I think that might have been kind of tough for him.
Yesterday, he what, Gary?
He got interviewed by Amory and hired as an intern.
That's amazing.
But, the internship is pretty much you show up and you can form any kind of sentence.
There have been people who actually get turned down as interns on our show, which is amazing. I would love to do a show of people who've been turned down as interns.
Yeah, but that's usually what they say.
Yeah. And, I know what this guy means, Wolfie. J.D. is the kind of kid, you can't imagine being in the room with Anne-Marie, like going, you get scared. You're like, Frankenstein monster. But
Howard, I have 3 standard interview questions. Is there any chance I could ask him to J.D.?
Yeah, that'd be great. You know what would be great? If we only had a tape of J.D.'s first interview with Anne-Marie. We should almost on record tape every intern,
so we have these for the future.
Yeah, could you imagine if we had J.D.'s initial interview? So tell me, what is it you like doing? Where did you grow up?
Where'd you go to school?
I went to my college.
Wholesale. I was a movie director, major.
Why do you hate Jared?
You're a movie director?
Well, not exactly. I don't know. Maybe you're a movie director. I'm studying like film, video. I don't know. It's something like that.
All right. Yeah, Wolfie wants to recreate you in the interview situation with Anne-Marie. But do you remember? Do you have any recollection of that? Did you dress up?
I think I did dress nice. I know I did try out for, I did have interviews at 2 other, actual film production things, and I didn't get those.
You didn't get through those.
Hello, Mr. Weinstein.
You can just make a sentence, you can get in here.
You didn't get those? Like, they rejected you?
I didn't get called back.
They rejected you to work free at the place?
Yeah, well, I guess, I don't know.
You didn't come off well?
No, I don't think I did.
They must have had real interviews.
Do you remember what Anne-Marie asked you?
No. No,
did you physically come down to the radio station?
Yeah.
And you sat there?
She could see you.
Yes.
What did you wear, do you know?
No, I dressed fairly nice. I don't remember exactly what I wore, but...
Tie?
No tie. I think like a nice shirt.
Like a good T-shirt?
Yeah, like a...
My lucky shirt.
One of those really nice T-shirts that have like a tuxedo jacket on it.
What is nice?
It was a collared shirt.
I think I wear I'm with stupid shirt.
And some pants.
Yeah.
And, she just sort of told me about what it dealt with, and I think she
I could listen to you all day.
It somehow, came out I was a fan of the show and whatnot, so...
Yeah. I see.
What did you just say?
He was a fan of the show and whatnot.
You're writing something down, Robin.
So do you remember? So how long was the interview?
I'd say maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Someone just wrote a note. Every intern thought J.D. was a weirdo when he started.
Really? Well, they were right.
Why did they stop thinking that?
It's a miracle you got the internship, and then you had the insight to start getting these clips together and everything, and actually forming a job for yourself.
Yeah, the girl that was doing it ended up, getting let go, and I asked Anne-Marie if I could move to that position. And
oh, right. Didn't the girl do something freaky?
I don't know.
She tried to sell her boyfriend's Beats to 50
The Beat.
Cent.
That's right. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, she tried to sell the Beats.
Yeah.
She tried to sell a Beat to 50 Cent.
50 Cent was down here, and I guess rappers buy beats. Like, that's how they buy these music tracks.
Because they're all such musical geniuses.
So I said, what did she do? She was in there trying to sell beats to 50 Cent.
When he just said that, I thought she was trying to sell beads to 50 Cent.
And then she gave Gary, like, some attitude, right? She was like, hey, man, I'm trying to make a living.
Lucky JD had no beats to sell.
You know what? This is why I love Ronnie. So she's in there selling beats to 50 Cent. So I walk in, I go, excuse me, come over here. And she gives me the hand. She goes, just a minute.
Right.
So Ronnie was sitting outside the door. I go, Ronnie, get her the fuck out of there. He goes, come here. She goes, just a minute. He goes, now! And he fucking dragged her right out. Like, Ronnie pulled her right out of there.
Right. She gives you just a minute.
She gave me the hand. She goes, just a minute, because she was doing business.
She's doing business. She's selling beats.
You got to throw the cold water of life into their fucking faces.
You know, I got to tell you, one of the classic intern stories, by the way, going back some years, our old assistant, Kathy Tobin, she interviewed an intern, and while she was interviewing him, he put his feet up on the desk and leaned back in the chair. Right. He put his feet up on the desk.
What do you think? Wouldn't you love to know, does this guy have anything going on? I mean, how is it possible? Because he's such an asshole. How could he ever get a job?
I don't know.
Maybe he's from a wealthy family, and it doesn't matter.
What were you going to say, Will?
No, I remember when JD started, and, like, every intern was totally weirded out by him. And then he'd also written some script about, like, an axe murder.
No.
And people thought it was, like, somewhat based on his life, and they were scared he might actually kill them. You remember that?
Yes. No, I don't remember that, but...
What is it?
We were able to find JD's resume. For real.
This is JD's resume?
Oh, gosh. Jesus.
Let's see.
I just like his description of his prior employment. I highlighted it.
Let's see. Okay, related
movie
experience.
gallery?
Here, JD, Jamie Harmeyer, okay? This is his address, and he goes, related experience. Writer and director of film shorts for Lake Gibson High School TV productions.
Ooh, I wish we could get those.
Lake Gibson.
Various positions on Silent Witness, a 16mm student film. Directed a scene. Instructed actors and crew. Oh, I'd love to get a tape of that. Okay, look.
There wasn't much.
Everyone on set.
All right.
Action.
You walk in, you find your key light, and say your line. All right, go.
Key light.
Additional training. Quantel Edit Box, Avid Express. He seems to know a lot of shit. Okay, employment.
Not anymore.
June 1998 to May 2001. CSA Assistant Manager, Movie Gallery, Lakeland, Florida. I checked the movies in and out that customers rented. Received product in the computer system. Exported product out of the system. Helped during inventory. Cleaned up store. Made late calls, etc. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, I had to. It was my job.
Was he a manager, he said?
Like assistant manager.
I see.
So, like, if I'm Anne-Marie and I go, oh, well, I see here you have related experience. Tell me about that.
What would you say?
What would you say?
Related experience as to how the movie gallery worked. I dealt with people, and I can talk.
Wow, that's extraordinary.
Wow, you don't know?
Are you going to giggle like this during the interview?
I think I did giggle.
How did you get through that interview? I mean,
I don't know.
That answer was hard.
It was a miracle.
What was Anne-Marie smoking?
I'll be Anne-Marie. What would you like to get out of this internship?
Experience in the entertainment industry.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
I like to import and export.
You're actually better at interviewing now, aren't you?
Make phone calls.
Yeah, import and export product. Who are you, Tony Montana?
What the hell happened to you, man? What did your parents do to you?
Nothing.
I know your mom ran off with that guy in Hawaii.
Nothing. No.
King Kamano Wanalea.
And your dad had a few problems.
Hey, whatever happened? Did you ever have that thing with your mom? What do you call that?
Reunion?
Reunion,
yeah. I've seen her. I saw her last Thanksgiving.
How'd that go?
It went fine. Remember, I couldn't remember what her tattoo was on her ankle or something.
I hadn't seen her in years.
But you two haven't gotten together personally, together. We said you saw her.
No, we did. We did like, a day during Thanksgiving.
You had a day with her.
Yeah.
No, she was there with other family members.
No, well, my grandma, my aunt, we all met up.
Said, what about meeting just you?
I saw her. What the fuck do you want from me?
What the fuck do I want from your mother? Does she want to be alone with you for a few hours?
Yes, she does. She's thinking of coming to New York. She's
still thinking about it.
No, she wants to.
Was Hawaiian Bill there?
No, he was still in Hawaii.
Has he gotten here yet?
He's gotten here.
Oh, he's here?
He is here.
He was last August. He paddled through the Panama Canal. Now he's going up the Intercoastal Highway on the ocean. Coast Guard is leading him in.
You hate when we bring this up.
Yes.
How come?
Because I know it's very uncomfortable for them, and it doesn't make my life any easier.
But I mean, in all seriousness, your mom hasn't seen you in years except for that one time. I mean,
with the whole group.
It makes them uncomfortable because there's some truth in it.
No, it's not. It's not exactly that. Like neither of us have.
Wow.
What?
Neither of us have had like a lot of money to just fly out somewhere for a while and.
Look, a guy said hi in Hawaii. She got there.
Yeah, how'd she get the money together to go meet him off the internet?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't want to know.
She got the money for that.
She made it over there pretty darn quick.
As soon as the guy said he wanted her, she somehow got over to Hawaii.
Oh, I mean, once she moved over there, it was...
She didn't just move there. She went and visited him at least once.
But that was visiting. Once
she
and that's when I was seeing her. And then, when she moved over there...
She went right over and never came back to JD.
No, that's not...
She swam.
She moved us geographically far away.
JD.
Right into the Pacific.
See, I got a one-way ticket to Hawaii.
Now she's back in the States and she still can't see you.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
How many times did she see the guy in Hawaii before she married him?
I don't know. Maybe a few times.
Oh.
So that's back
I know
forth,
he came over here once or twice.
She got the money together to go back and forth then, didn't she? For you, she can't have the money.
No, that's...
Did he pay for?
Who knows? He might have. I don't know. I'm not... I don't know.
You know.
No, I don't. Shut up. I know. I don't.
Somehow there were resources. Then.
Wolfie.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you interview JD. Let's see how he does.
Okay.
This guy again?
Jamie, tell me about yourself.
He's already stumped.
I'm like, I'm nice. I think I have some sort of intelligence, overall intelligence.
General intelligence.
General intelligence.
Robin, don't interrupt his interview. Wolf is interviewing him for a job.
I do have some sort of people skills whenever I have to talk to people.
That's fascinating. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I have no idea right now. Hopefully being a director, but we'll see.
Howard, my third question was, what are your weaknesses? But I think he already answered that with his first two.
Well, let's see how he does.
Wolfie, you've made another one.
What are your weaknesses?
What are my weaknesses?
Not weaknesses, weaknesses.
I said weaknesses.
The English language.
Speaking.
Where's my wiener?
I'm shy.
All right.
I don't know. Weaknesses? I don't know.
Are you answering honestly?
Yes.
Why does it not sound like he's saying weaknesses?
Weenesses.
You're saying weenesses.
Weaknesses.
Oh.
Weaknesses.
Weaknesses.
You realize your whole job interview lasted like not even 30 seconds. Wolfie asked you 3 questions, and you did terribly.
They're rather easy questions.
Well, Wolfie came up with another brilliant bit. There you go.
Oh, take it easy. These are typical interview questions.
Well, I if I have to do an interview, I will prep myself and get myself, ready for an interview.
I'll psych myself up.
This is a bit on the air for a caller.
You mean you could do better if you prepared for this?
Maybe.
All right, so start preparing.
No, I don't want to.
How do you prep for? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you research yourself.
That's a softball, JD.
I have a good sense of humor.
That's a weakness?
No, it's
I'm going back to question 1.
You went back to question 1?
Yeah, I'm hopscotching here.
Really, I want him to have a day to prepare and then come back and do this again.
No, that's okay. I don't want to do this again.
You can't just blurt out answers to former questions.
Sorry.
JD job interview.
I'm spontaneous.
Spontaneous?
Yeah, I know. No, that's a weakness. That's a weakness. I'm sorry.
When you go for a job interview and a guy says to you, what are your weaknesses? This is how you respond. Well, I have to say, sometimes I'm overly conscientious, that I really put too many hours in on the job. Once I get into something, I really tend to go overboard. So, if anything, I would need you to occasionally say to me, no, don't work so many hours. Like, that would turn on an employer, like, oh, my God, this guy's a real go-getter. Like, his weakness is that he works too hard.
And then, if he asks you for your strong suits, don't say you're a great bullshitter.
No. JD's like this. My weaknesses are I touch female employees inappropriately. I don't know.
I smoke crack.
Maybe touch anyone inappropriately.
I tend to hover around the interns.
I want to put my finger in all the other girls.
I ride the subway and call black people the N-word.
I obsess on an intern every
okay, all right.
I masturbate to images of Sarah Palin.
If you like TV shows, I'll tape every one of those motherfuckers for you.
Tell me about yourself. Well, on the internet, I'm known as the badass.
I lost my virginity to Kissy Fur.
And you know how, Christy Brinkley's husband would masturbate on the internet? Well, I think sometimes I do that.
My nickname is the badass.
I may be a sex addict, according to David Duchovny.
I would love to ask Jared those exact same 3 questions.
I bet you Jared would know how to answer those perfectly.
Yeah, let's work him into another bit, too, please.
Oh, my goodness, JD.
Let's see how Jared answers the questions.
He'll be on.
Let's see how he does.
We have to start that cartoon, Jared and JD. It's right.
No, we don't have to do anything involving me and Jared.
That'd be a good one for Howard TV. The Jared and JD show.
Yeah.
And then, it's a cartoon, and Jared always gets everything right, and JD doesn't.
But they live together like the Odd Couple. That'd be great. JD, start writing that up.
JD, that's a funny cartoon. I'd watch that every week.
I'm sure you would.
That was on every Saturday.
The Jared and JD show.
And then Fred could do the JD voice.
Why does he get top billing?
Yeah, it could be JD and Jared.
And the first episode could be Jared and JD go up for the same job. And Jared walks in and he's handsome and it's a female interviewer and she goes, and she sees stars in her eyes.
Tell me about yourself.
And he's like, well, let me begin with the following. After graduating Harvard, I went on, and then JD walks in and goes, I don't know.
Directing?
Acting and directing.
Can we just jump right to my weaknesses?
And then at the end, Jared gets the job.
Watch that. I like that cartoon.
But JD, you're going to be the most popular character between JD and Jared.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd rather watch you.
You'll get the spinoff.
Do you like that idea, Jared and JD cartoon?
Not in particular, no.
What do you like about it?
That involves him.
Where is Jared?
I can hear Kevin Lofton drawing right now.
That's great.
I can't believe Jared is hitching his wagon to my star.
There you go.
Where is Jared? I just should not have brought
Jared's
that up
not here yet. He's out getting Tim Sabian's breakfast order.
He's not in yet. Too bad Wolfie could interview him.
I bet you his penis is hard from fucking women last night.
I'm sure Wolfie will be around by 9. So.
Actually, I have to work today, JD.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Darn.
Wolfie, you have a business where you employ people?
I don't employ anyone, but I am employed.
Right. And so you've conducted interviews before?
Actually, yeah, I have.
And how did JD do based on what you heard here today?
Well, I mean, his answer to tell me about yourself when his response was he was nice, I think that was an excellent answer because most organizations are looking for a nice person.
Not true, actually.
Yeah.
I think JD's lucky that Mushmouth from Fat Albert's Junkyard Band wasn't also a candidate for that job because I don't think he would have won the interview.
So you say he didn't do well? He didn't do well in the interview?
I don't think he did all that well now.
Well, I was interested in his evaluation. So you wouldn't have given him the job?
He didn't really display confidence. I think that's what the problem was.
Yeah. You mean when he went, I don't know, I'm a director, I don't know. But we'll see.
Most answers are concise. They drive home a certain point. And
when you asked him what he was where he saw himself in 5 years, his answer was, I don't know.
Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe a truck stop in Hawaii.
All right, Wolf. Well, that was very informative. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Another brilliant bit, Wolf.
Hey, thanks, JD. I love you.
Yeah, fuck off.
That should have been one of the questions.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You could say jail for killing wolves.
And then when he was screaming, I took extra pleasure in putting the knife in his throat very slowly.
So your mom didn't go back to Hawaii after the reunion? She's now living in the United States mainland?
Yes. They are both on the mainland.
But she works in a Hawaiian Tropic.
So why haven't you... So you saw her a year ago, right?
Yes.
And you guys haven't seen each other in the year?
No.
Wow.
But you told us you were planning to get together.
Yes. We're still in the planning stages. Listen, a lot of things have to come together.
No?
Like
all
what?
the stars have to be in
like
alignment.
time and
you hop on a plane on
whatever.
a weekend.
Well, a weekend?
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't like to travel all that much.
Well, she could travel.
She seems to be a real world traveler.
Well, that's what, and she is looking to come up here, like in a couple, maybe
couple of years?
No, next month or November.
You travel every weekend with Artie. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, I'm getting paid for that.
Right, but
Do you don't want to say where she's living, evidently, right?
No, I mean, besides, she's like traveling around anyway. Like she's in like a
everywhere but where you are.
She travels around everywhere but where you are. Is that true?
No.
Do we have any gigs coming up close to her? Maybe you could.
I don't know. Not right now.
But you have been close to her. I know it. With your travels to art.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Closer than you are now.
Oh, you know what? Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, because we're only there for a couple days.
Oh.
All right. Go back and look for TV clips.
Thank you.
You're terrific at it.
I try. I'm not the best, but I try.
That's another thing you
are the
say
best.
in an
Okay,
interview.
I'm the
You're
best.
the only one in the world who does it, so you're the best.
I
You're
don't
the
know
worst.
about
Also.
I think half the shows on TV now are TV clips.
I'm the innovator, and I never get credit for that.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. You're putting yourself down.
Yeah. You started
give that
an
boy
industry.
a compliment.